going to need for this meal, not a lot of ingredients, and you guys can use whatever type of macaroni that you guys prefer. I have this in my pantry. I really am just really working on getting things out of my fridge, freezer, and pantry. So I'm just going to use these Salentini noodles, and then I have 1 pound of ground beef. I'm going to need about 8 ounces of some cheddar cheese. I need a block of cream cheese. I need about 3/4 cup of milk, and then for seasonings I'm going to need some salt, pepper, I forgot to grab my pepper, and then onion powder and garlic powder. So those are the things that we're going to need today for this poor man's meal. Okay, I have my pan warming up right now because we're going to cook up some beef. And then I'm also going to need to cook up these noodles, get them al dente. So I'm going to start boiling some water. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add in 16 ounces of pasta. Only one fell out. I call that a win. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and add in my ground beef. Okay, this is done cooking. I'm going to go ahead and drain off any extra grease. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and throw in our cream cheese just right on top. I'm going to sprinkle in 8 ounces of cheese. I'm also going to need 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. I'm going to throw in just a little bit of pepper that I have already ground from my Peppermate grinder. I'm going to try and mix this all together. And you guys, I didn't say this before, but you guys can use sausage or you can use ground turkey. I have tons of ground beef in my freezer that I really do not want all of that in there. I'm pretty sure we're going to move next summer, and so I just do not want to have a lot of stuff in my freezers, in my fridges, in my pantry. So you're probably going to see a lot of like cleaning out my freezers, cleaning out my pantries type of videos. But I have a tons of ground beef right now, so that's why you don't see me using sausage. Sausage would be excellent for this. It's probably about half the price as ground beef. And so, and I love it. I think it is so flavorful. Honestly, I would probably stock up way more on sausage than ground beef just because I have really grown to just really enjoy it and like it. And it's just a lot cheaper. I like all the flavors that the sausage brings, so that's why I'm saying that. This is going to be a great poor man's meal. You guys do not need a lot of ingredients for this. There is shelf-stable milk that you can buy at Dollar Tree. I have been really enjoying using that sometimes, mainly for like emergency situations. But we go through a lot of milk, so the shelf-stable milk is great to have on hand. Okay, so I'm just going to give this a good stir, trying to get that cream cheese all the way melted down and get all those seasonings combined thoroughly. You always want to make sure that when you're on a budget and you're not having a lot of different ingredients, that you really want to try to add as much seasonings as you possibly can. So definitely making sure that you are stocked on seasonings. That is going to save your little palette, your food palette. Oh, because you're going to want things to be well flavored. There's nothing worse than tasting something that's super bland. Okay, I think this is good for now. I'm going to go ahead and add in our milk. So that's 3/4 cup of milk. Give this a good stir. This reminds me of like that beef stroganoff stuff that I made. I think it was my last poor man's meal video. This is kind of what it reminds me of. But we're going to add pasta to this to make it go as far as we possibly can. Pasta, rice, those type of starches are really what's going to save your budget. So pasta is great to have in your pantry at all times, especially when you are on a tight budget that month. Here is 16 ounces of pasta. Look how big that is. It's a lot of pasta. So this, my friend, is gonna go places. I almost felt like it's like too much. Let's combine and see what it looks like. I might have to add just like a little bit more cheese to this. It said 16 ounces of pasta. I was thinking like 10 or 12, but we're gonna give it a go and see what this bad boy looks like. This looks like Hamburger Helper. I love Hamburger Helper, grown and raised on Hamburger Helper, but my husband hates it, so I don't make it that often. But it's a lot cheaper if you make it all the way homemade. Yeah, that's where it's at. I think this is plenty. I would definitely say 12 ounces is probably going to be the perfect amount of pasta that you're going to need. And these noodles are a lot bigger too, so that definitely does make a difference. But this makes a ton. Definitely going to feed my family, and then we'll definitely have some leftovers. So let's give this a go. Let's give this a try and see how it is. Baba, do you like your pasta?
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? Do you like your pasta?
Mm-hmm. Look at my bowl. It's already empty.
What do you think? You like your pasta?
Mm-hmm.
You like your fruit too?
That's really good.
Hey, baby.
Mm-hmm.
You really like it? Good deal.
Cheesy.
Juicy, good. Tonight for dinner, I wanted to do some chili. It's very inexpensive. Everybody loves it. There's so many different ways you can do a chili. I'm going to be making a cornbread casserole with some chili on the bottom. And so really this is great because I'm using some stuff out of my pantry. I have like tons of like Jiffy boxes that I got, I think it was like last Thanksgiving, because during that time they had a bunch going on sale. I think I got them for like 30 cents each. So I got a ton. I need things gone. So I'm using some Jiffy cornbread mixed, and then we're gonna make some homemade chili. And then for dessert today, I thought, hey, why don't we make some cookies using some cake mix? I've done it maybe a couple times, but really you just need some like oil, this, and like maybe one or two other ingredients. Kind of depends on how you plan on making and the recipe that you use, but usually it's only just like maybe 3 or 4 ingredients, including the cake mix. But I don't know if you guys can see that. Focus, there we go. 75 cents on clearance, baby. Oh yeah. You know mama stocked up for sure. So I'm gonna be using these. We're gonna be making some cookies. I thought that would be like a fun little add into our Poorman meals. I like doing these Poorman meals, but you know what guys, sometimes I just want a sweet. So, and you know how to make sweets super inexpensive is buying things on clearance. So that's what we're gonna be making today. I'm going to be making chili pretty much the same way I've been making it. I'm not going to be using a packet chili mix because I'm really enjoying using just some seasoning, kind of making it my own. I do think that I might have some type of pepper in my fridge. I'm not actually sure. And then I'm going to be using an onion, some canned tomatoes, some sausage. We have some diced tomatoes. Did I already say diced tomatoes? We have some canned beans, and so I'm just gonna dump it all and let it simmer for probably about an hour until my husband comes home, and then we're gonna have some chili cornbread, some cookies, and call it a winner. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is gonna add some onions to the bottom of my pot here. I have some bacon grease that I'm gonna be using to help saute these onions. There's really no need for me to like add any oil or butter when I can just use that. Let these get just a little bit soft, and then I'll add our sausage. Okay, so I ended up finding a green bell pepper in my fridge, so I am gonna toss that in here. Give this another good stir. Let that get a little bit more tender. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our sausage. Now I'm gonna add some tomato sauce. tomatoes, and then some chili beans. See where we're at, what it's looking like. Yep, that looks pretty good right there. I think I'll add one more can of chili beans. No! Okay, give this a good stir. Yep. That looks pretty good. Then I'm going to add in our seasonings. So I'm going to need quite a bit of chili powder. I'm going to put in just a little bit of cumin. I'm going to add in some chili flakes. And then some garlic powder. Okay, give this a whirl. I'm also going to be adding in some pepper. Okay, this is done. I don't need to add any seasonings. I think it's perfect just the way it is. So I'm going to take it off and we're going to put it in a 9x13 pan. We're going to put some Jiffy cornbread mix on top, put it in the oven for probably about 15 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes, I believe. I just want to make sure that cornbread is nice and cooked through, and then we'll be ready for dinner. Okay, and here is what our chili looks like. It's looking super, super good. Okay, so I'm gonna make our cookies. I'm gonna need the whole box. I'm gonna do a half a cup of vegetable oil, and then we're gonna put in 2 eggs. Okay, then I'm going to give this a good stir. These are most definitely going to be thick. I don't even know why I brought my whisk. I need a spoon. That was dumb. It's cookies, Danielle. Cookies. Okay, let's try this way. That works better. Just trying to get all of the cake mix combined thoroughly. No! Stay in. Alright, isn't this the cutest little unicorn cake mix ever? My girls are gonna love this. I wish my cake mix would stay in. And then I have a cup of white chocolate chips I'm gonna put in here as well. This is completely optional. You don't have to do that. But you know what? This was just in a container like this, and you know what? I used it all up. Using up what I have. That's what I'm doing today. Okay, there we go. All right, now I'm ready to put them on a baking sheet. Spray my pan here. Gonna make some massive cookies here. All right, I'm gonna put this in the oven at 350 degrees for about 9 to 11 minutes. Okay, here is what our cookies are looking like. They are mighty thick. Ah, that one's too warm. Okay, let's try this one. It's thick. It just came out, so that's why that one fell apart. But yeah, super warm cookies. These are, I already had one. It's amazing. Absolutely amazing. So good. Okay guys, this is all the ingredients I'm gonna need for this meal. I just need some sour cream. I'm gonna need probably the rest of this. I need about 8 ounces of sour cream. I'm gonna need some pork sausage. You guys can use whatever type of meat that you want, some hamburger meat or some ground turkey. I'm just gonna use sausage. I need some egg noodles, some minced garlic, And then I'm gonna need 2 cans of tomato sauce. I need some Italian seasoning and also just a little bit of sugar. And then I need some cheddar cheese. So let's get started on making this meal tonight. All right, so I'm gonna start cooking my sausage. There's that. Okay, now that this is boiling, I'm gonna go ahead and add in 8 ounces of egg noodles and let that come till it's al dente. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to get all the grease off. I'm just gonna be lazy like this. Try to get all the grease off. I'm now gonna add 1 teaspoon of Italian seasoning. Also gonna be adding in some minced garlic. Give this a good stir. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add in our tomato sauce. Giving this another really good stir. Okay, I'm going to add in 1 teaspoon of sugar. I'm just going to let this cook for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then we are going to add in our cheeses once this is come to a slight simmer and it's cooked for about 35 minutes. All right, it's come to a slight simmer, so now I'm going to add in, we have about half a thing of sour cream. I just need 8 ounces, so I'm just going to add in the rest of this tub. This recipe calls for cream cheese. I don't have any, nor do I really think that we need it. I'm trying to cut down on our budget the most that we possibly can, and so I'm just going to omit it. I think we'll be fine. We have other cheeses as well. It's just going to add more cost to this meal. So, but if you like that, if you like cream cheese, which I definitely do like cream cheese to my meals, you can definitely add it. I'm just trying to show you the best way to make what is considered this poor man's meal. This is called Poor Man Husband Casserole, I believe is what it's called. So this is just what I am going to do. But I will definitely put the full recipe in my description box for you guys. All right, now that that's mixed together, I'm gonna go ahead and add in our egg noodles. All right, there we go. Okay, I'm just gonna try to get this combined the best that I can. All right, there we go. All right, I'm gonna put this at the very bottom. All right, spread that out. I am going to put some cheese on top and call it good. It calls for 8 ounces of cheese, but I'm just gonna go until I think, hey, that's cheesy enough. Okay, I think that looks good. Okay, I'm gonna bake this at 350 for about 20 minutes. I just wanna make sure that that cheese is nice and melted through. Okay, and here is our dinner tonight. Looking oh so delicious. We'll see how it tastes. Watching this video. Hope that you guys like these type of meals. I found that these meals were very fast and easy, basic ingredients, everything is on a budget. I really enjoyed it. Give me a big thumbs up if you guys like these type of meals, and I will see you guys in my next video.